Let's go! Solo Leveling is back! What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. We're back again for some more Solo Leveling episode reviews. Now, we're here to talk about episode 8, the latest one. I didn't do the 7.5 one as I didn't fancy recapping what I'd already reviewed so far, so we're back for the new episode, number 8. But without further ado, let's get cracking. But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload. Welcome back to Boomer Base. I'm so excited to talk about Solo Leveling again. So, episode 8, what did I think? A very sort of setting the scene, the tone, ready for some good shit coming in these next couple episodes, maybe even just the next episode, but oh boy, am I ready for it. Now, it was sad that we had to sort of miss a week or so as the episode was delayed. We had that recap episode, which I've not bothered to talk about as I didn't really fancy it. I just want to review the actual episodes. Now, I know that Taito Ban's his health wasn't good. He tested positive for coronavirus, and there were some rumors about some of his screaming scenes earlier on had affected his voice. So I'm glad he's had time to rest up and sort of get back on form, and hopefully he can smash out the rest of the season of Solo Leveling. But what did I think? Now, all things considered, probably one of the lower episodes of Solo Leveling. Now, it's not even a bad episode overall. There was a lot in this episode that wasn't in the manhwa. There was a lot of anime only stuff, and I think what they did with the anime only stuff was really, really good. It expanded the story, it let me see scenes that I've not seen before, and it was all wholesome and nice, and it just overall made the episode and the story of Solo Leveling that much better at the moment, and I'm here and I'm all for it. Now, one of the more glaring facts of this episode was it only covered about 20% of actual original content, as I've mentioned. It only covered chapter 28 and a little bit of 29 of the manhwa, so that means about 80% of it was all original anime content that had never shown up before. It was building upon, backstory, world building, side characters, you name it. It was just nice to have this element in. The episode has a strong start with Jinwoo wanting to find the cure for his mum, and so, it set up a big main goal for him to achieve. Now, this had come a lot sooner, as we'd mentioned in previous episodes, but nice beginning, nice goal for our character to sort of grind for, so I'm all for that. An interesting note is that whilst like episode 5 and 6, it was confirmed that the requirements to enter a C rank dungeon is 8 people minimum, whereas in the manhwa it was actually 10. So that's an interesting sort of change. I don't know if that's just something that maybe they made a mistake on, or it's something that they're sticking with now. Maybe the requirements have changed. Maybe people are having second thoughts about some of these aspects, but I'm interested to see if from little changes like this we maybe see different changes in terms of power levels or powers from people. But just a nitpicky bit, but I thought I'd at least touch upon it. Finally, Jinwoo accepts the 19 raids with Jinho, which he did straight away last time, but it took an episode for him to refuse and just have a break for not really doing too much. He could have accepted, but hey ho, it added some more bulk to this episode and whatnot. Now, one of the bigger things in this episode, there was a lot of Cha Hae-in, or we'll call her Cha for now, Cha Hae-in. There were a lot of scenes with her in, which again, all new anime content, and it was a little bit fan servicey and things, so I'm assuming a lot of fans will appreciate that and things. But she is, to quote, best girl in this, so I'm happy with it. We got to see some cool new scenes. The scenes for me weren't bad, so positives for me. Another interesting part of this episode is we see that Jinwoo is level 26 at this point. In the webtoon, it was never shown. So an interesting part, sort of something that I want to keep seeing more of, as one aspect of, for example, Seven Deadly Sins that I liked, is that power levels kept being a thing, and we got to find out the power level of people on different times. So I know 26 doesn't really give us, boom, he's this level, but it's a nice way to sort of see just how strong he's become. He's gone 26 levels since, and he's basically shit hot at the moment. One aspect of this anime-only content that I really enjoyed was seeing Kim Sang-sik's family, because it wasn't shown in the webtoon at all, and I can't really go much more and talk about him as a whole, but it was really cute to see his family. You know, it was cute to see the sort of backstory sort of elements, character building and things with his daughter and things, but all I can say is we get to see some more of Lee Joo-hee's PTSD being shown, which was new anime-only content again. You know, her mother was worrying about her a lot, and she ended up shouting, yelling at her mum and hanging the phone up, in which it was interesting to see, because she then saw Jinwoo later and kind of perked up a lot more. So I don't know if it was just a case of her character as a whole got kind of thrown to the side, as after a little bit, I think like after this sort of raid, she's not really seen all too much, which is a bit disappointing, as I think if Jinwoo had maybe paid more attention to or tried to help her, he could have helped her recover from this PTSD a lot quicker / sooner, and she could have maybe participated in things and been a lot more helpful in the stories to come as a whole. But yeah, it sucked to see that, but it was nice to see some sort of characters suffering and dealing with the consequences of that double dungeon. Now, time to butcher some names again with Choi Jong-in and Baek Yoon-hoo, the White Tiger Guild and the other guild, the red-haired guy and the orange-haired guy. You know, the two S-class heroes. It was nice to see some anime-only content with them discussing the Jeju raid. That has come, or talking about that has come a lot sooner, and we will eventually get to that, to sort of, you know, give a little bit of like a foreshadowing, but it was nice that this is sort of like they're putting in the groundwork for what's to come. They're setting them small pebbles for the future, which I'm all here for. I'm a big fan of both those S-class heroes, so very cool for some more content with them. One aspect that was quite cool, or something that might not a lot of people might know, is that the death of the S-rank hunter Yun Suk was shown because of the Jeju raid. So that was very cool. That's not something that's sort of fully well known, but it was nice to see that aspect. One thing that differs, that I don't know if I prefer or not. I think I prefer the webtoon version of this, but there is a father who, although actually you don't know he's a father, but there is a father who speaks to someone, and in the webtoon this was done in a much more open location, and I think it was done in this more shadier location to sort of build up for what's to come in next episode. But that will all be revealed. I don't want to talk about that because that's pretty much part and parcel of what's to come in next episode or the next couple of episodes, so look forward to that. It's very cool. Kang Tae-sik is back again. We saw him at the beginning of the series, and this is when you actually first saw him in the webtoon, like this sort of bit. You didn't see him in the beginning like you did in the anime, so it's very cool. But he does a sort of a big stare down and, you know, maybe alluding to something. As the last time he saw Jinwoo, he was like a frail, skinny boy. So lots of exciting things to come, really. Lots of exciting things to come. No sort of fight scenes or anything like that in this episode. I think we've got to kind of, you know, we kind of built it up, kept building up. Then we had that really big important episode, and then we got to drop back down. We can't have up and ups of everything. You know, we'll have another up and up again in a couple of episodes' time, maybe even next episode. So I'm all for it. Honestly, I keep wanting to reread Solo Leveling even again, but I just don't have the time now. I think from reorganising my manga shelf, which you'll see a video of that at some point soon, I think I might start buying Solo Leveling, so at least I can own it and things, or at least maybe look out for some figures. If you know where to buy cool anime figures in the UK, please let me know. But a slightly short review for Solo Leveling episode 8, but not much to mention. A lot of good aspects in this episode, nothing really bad in all honesty. But very excited for next Saturday. It's going to be a very good episode, I hope. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tune in to another episode of Solo Leveling episode reviews. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.